Late last week, we got some shocking DC movie news. Famous director Ava DuVernay is going to be directing The New Gods for DC. At least she's been hired to do that. We don't have a release date or anything yet because it's still, pretty early. I mean, I think they just offered her this job and she just said yes. So I think release dates, casting, all that stuff, that's coming in the future. And who knows how long it's going to take. But everybody was surprised because she's not the kind of person I think a lot of people would have expected to do a movie like this. I mean, she hasn't done anything like this in the past. She did A Wrinkle in Time, which is, sci-fi fantasy, but that's still so new. She doesn't have a reputation as that kind of director yet, so people weren't thinking she would take this kind of project. I know that she was supposed to direct Black Panther. I think she was their first choice, but there were creative differences or whatever, so she left, and, then Ryan Coogler came in, who's buddies with Ava DuVernay, and, he did a great job. That movie made more than $1 billion. But now she's here. Now, when it was announced that she was directing this movie, I looked online and stuff, and for the most part, a lot of people and DC fans were pretty happy about this news because she directed Selma. I think that was the first movie she made that was the most famous. I mean, she had been directing before, I think, but that movie, was nominated for like an Oscar and all this stuff and was very good, got critical acclaim. That kind of talent was coming to the DCEU now. But there were some people who were a bit worried about that, because, she also directed A Wrinkle in Time, which hasn't been doing that well at the box office. The reviews have been bad. I have not seen A Wrinkle in Time, so I can't comment on my own, what about the movie, what I think. I do think I might want to see it just to see what people are talking about, but that's pretty much the main reason why people who are concerned are concerned. It's like she directed that, and that movie wasn't that great, and we didn't like that movie. So now she's coming over here. Uh-oh. But the argument against that is, she directs one bad movie, and look at all these other movies she's directed. Movie after movie and short after short before that were supposed to be very good and critically acclaimed. I have to admit, I haven't seen any Ava DuVernay movies because I don't watch, serious highbrow movies that often. I watch superhero and action movies. But, if all these other movies she's done have been getting good reviews, I'll take their word for it. So who are the New Gods exactly? Well, the New Gods in DC Comics are like cosmic space entities, like cosmic space gods, who are divided into two warring factions who don't like each other. The faction that I think most people are familiar with is like the dark evil faction, who live on the planet Apocalypse. Spelled with a K, spelled differently, not like the Apocalypse in the X-Men comics. This is a whole planet, a world called the planet Apocalypse, which is like this dystopian industrial war planet led by the space dictator Darkseid, who is a lot of times portrayed as DC's ultimate cosmic villain. And I'm sure a lot of people, people who don't read comic books, know of him or have seen him. Now, on the good guy side, well, mostly, they're not always portrayed as good people necessarily, but the planet that doesn't like Darkseid and is usually very helpful to the universe and to Earth are the gods of New Genesis, led by Highfather, and under him are a lot of, famous, New God characters who are good guys. So what do I think? Honestly, I wasn't sure at first what to think. I was so shocked because she's not the kind of person I would have expected to do a movie like this. And now she has the job. But now that, it's settled in, I've had time to think about it, I think this is good news. I do kind of hear the concerns. Well, not kind of. I do hear the concerns people have because, the people who didn't like A Wrinkle in Time, like, I don't know. But I'm just going to fall back to the argument against that. And like, yeah, she directed one bad movie, but all her other ones are good. So, maybe she'll be able to do this one better. Now, I know that's a maybe isn't maybe a big enough for a lot of people. But, we'll see. I mean, Wrinkle in Time was her first time directing a $100 million plus budgeted movie, I think. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. What was Selma's budget? Maybe it's not the first time, but it was the first time she directed a big budget sci-fi action movie. Well, I don't know if A Wrinkle in Time was really an action movie, but just a sci-fi fantasy movie. So maybe she was just cutting her teeth, getting her feet wet. And now that she has the experience under her belt, she'll be able to do a better job with this movie. I mean, let's hope so, right? As DC movie fans, we better hope she does, because we want our troubled cinematic universe to succeed and thrive. So, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt, keep an open mind. I want her to do well, and I think she's capable of doing well. And, I'm willing to see it. I want this to happen. I'm going to make another video about reasons why Warner Brothers hired her and why they're doing a New Gods movie. Let's hope, though, DC does have director problems. You know, we've had directors leaving and, you know, over creative differences on multiple films. So let's hope the same thing doesn't happen with her. You know, if she's the right person for the job, we don't want her going anywhere. So let's just hope, you know, everything is smooth sailing and that, you know, DC and Warner Brothers, if she needs help directing a movie like this, because she doesn't have much experience yet, they hook her up with, you know, some good screenwriters. The producer, Walter Hamada, assisted by Jeff Johns. You know, they run a tight ship. They give her the guidance she needs to make this a slam dunk, because they need it to be a slam dunk just like we do. So, you know, let's keep fingers crossed. I'm still yay on this, but, you know, not an enthusiastic yay, because, you know, like some people, I'm not completely sure. I'm more in the positive direction, but not the completely positive direction, because we'll see. But, you know, let's hope for the best. Maybe we will get the best. But anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate your viewership. Please like this video on YouTube if you like the video, and subscribe to the channel because I love doing videos about DC movies and TV shows, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.